You know, it's funny when people are like Agamatsu when he realizes that they're not dropping any of this shit. But no, I know the devs. I know it. I know. You know why I know they want to do it? You know why I know? Because they've tried it before. They fucking tried it before. I know Ragoozer, deep down, that nigga wants to. I know it. I know it. He has it. I know they want to eventually, bro. Because they've done it before. Okay? Where is it? This game right here. Do you guys remember this game? Dungeon Slayer. This was made by, look down here. Ragoozer, Snakewood, or TM. All names we know. It's not just a Snakewood game. It's a Ragoozer game. Ragoozer worked on it too. Okay? This game, the thing is, right, while it has some cool dungeon aspects, there are some issues I had with it. My issue, for example, right, is that you play a character, the character plays this. Let's actually take a look at it, right? This is why I think Deboken will be miles better as a dungeon experience than Dungeon Slayer, right? Dungeon Slayer was cool, it had some cool stuff. But here, I'll label the issues that Deboken would easily bypass, like immediately. Let's look at the characters, right? Let's play the Hunter, right? So let's take a look. First off, take a look at our abilities, right? I know there's more shit you can get. This is like your main point, like this is usually what you're attacking with. Like, how about we go in the dungeon and actually look at it? It's here, okay? Let's enter the dungeon, let's see what it's like. And I will show you guys my issue with the game. And why Deboken will easily surpass it. Let's take a look. Okay, you got some cool destructible shits, right? Let me turn down the music a little bit so we can turn up the game volume, okay? Let me display my issues with the game. While I think it was cool and I played it a lot, this is what I think. So, it's randomized, right? It's randomized. Okay, we're going through it. We're going through the shits. We got some traps, okay? So hearts gained. It gave us an extra, like, temporary heart, whatever. Alright, we got some monsters here. We got some monsters here, right? Simple. Nothing too crazy right now. So, chat, I want you guys to guess. What is Agamatsu's issue with the game? Can you guys put it in chat and give me what you guys think my issue with the game is? Alright, this is like a little trap room, okay? Let's see what you guys said. Game has no parry, too basic, no direction, no raid, no multiplayer. There is multiplayer. Let me say that. Too simple. Rancher doesn't require thought. It's actually fine. Now the game is fine. It is good. I played a good bit, right? Because it is one of the only roguelike experiences. But I'll explain my issue with it. Okay, it's a fun game to play. Okay, we got the room here. More gnome statues. +1 hearts. Demon buddy. We'll complete the floor. All right, floor completed. So this is my issue with it, right? So that was the first floor, right? I'll immediately showcase my issue with it, right? When it comes to the variety that I have to attack my opponents with, it's kind of lacking. And there is different there's different characters you can play as. Don't get it twisted, right? But in a run, the only thing I'll use is these 4 things ever to attack my opponents. Besides the things that I might be able to buy in my spacebar, and that's kind of it. That's the only exception. And you can only use some of those things once, right? So for the most part, I'm always doing this. I got the bomb, I got the laser, and maybe like one more move. And that's all my character has. Does that make sense? Even in other... Now let me contrast this, right? I'll do like one more floor, and then I'll contrast my point, right? And give you my example of like a game that kind of doesn't really have this issue as much. Trap room. So we got speed up. All right, bet. Let's go to the next floor. Oh, we got chest here. Dumbbell. Damage up, speed down. Marked. Yeah. Combos up. Okay, my stats up. Let's continue going through. No monsters here, so we're running pretty fast. Alright, we got the shop here. So this is what I mean by you can buy things to like use items wise, right? So if I buy a potion of mana, right, it will give me like a little space, or I have like one inventory spot where I can use my shits, and I can like pop it to give myself mana, right? Bam, now I'm back up to full mana, right? You can buy some items. Pretty cool, right? It's like, okay, neat. So just continue going for it, and I'll showcase my counterpoint as to what I think could have been a little bit more interesting, and why I think Deboken won't really have this issue. The game has good stuff in it. It has good stuff, right? This is cool. I fuck with it, right? But I do have my gripes. You know what I'm saying? I do have my gripes. Let's continue through. Got some more scorpion enemies. So, even though the game is well made in my opinion, right? And I do like it. You guys, I hope you guys can start to kind of understand my kind of issues with it, right? All the enemies defeated. Let's go back to the shop, see what it has. All right. So the game is called. If you guys want to play it, I'll link it right real quick. If you guys want to play it, this is the game. All right, this is the game. I'll link it for you guys to try. All right. But you guys can kind of. I think you guys can already start to see kind of my issues with it. Current keys become hearts. You would think, right? So this is a perfect example, right? Oh, I got a shotgun. Does it change in my M1s? No. Oh, well, what does space do? Okay, I shot. Okay. That's it. Right? Like. Okay, that was my unique ability. You see, when I first played it, I thought it'd be like, oh, I buy the shotgun, and then like, oh, I get to. Okay, I use the shotgun, right? No, it's a one-time use. I mean, okay, right? See what the next floor looks like, man. See what the next floor looks like. We'll go to. I'll just do the start of the next floor, and then you'll see my shits. So it is randomized, right? I like the fact that's randomized, right? Oh, room here. We got a trap there, and of course, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the most part of the shits, right? Now let me give you an example of basically that game, but like, your camera was covering the hearts, was it? My bad, y'all. There's hearts in the top left corner. Let me showcase. Now let me showcase an example of a game that really does that, but also kind of better. Now it is Roblox, and I still think it's a great game. Let's just showcase it. We're gonna hop in Gungeon real quick. Off rip. You already got the characters, right? So there are different characters with different abilities, right? But here's the thing I love. Okay. Actually, let me use her. Let me make sure I don't have a rainbow run. Damn. All right. So we just hop in. You go into the main gate, you go into the main shits. You start the game, right? So you start off with your main gun. Right. So you have your randomly generated rooms, right? You have your different monsters and shit, right? Everything here is completely randomly generated, right? Now you got your abilities on the bottom left that you can always use, right? Which is kind of nice, you know what I'm saying? But right now we only have the basic pistol. But I'll showcase my point in a second whenever I get to a point where I can showcase it, right? Alright, now the shop guy, right? So you'll see here, right? I have different keys. There's different items. I can buy different guns you can use, right? And ammo. And so the idea is these keys can be used to unlock chests. And what will happen with chests, right? Is that chests will basically give you different ways you can basically like shoot the enemies, right? Which adds to the gameplay as a whole, right? It basically completely changes the way you can like interact with the dungeon and the randomness of the shits, right? And you'll notice that pretty much every room, for the most part, it'll have different enemies. Or like, all right, now we got a chest. So this is what I'm saying, right? Now if you notice, this is a different gun. Now to be fair, might not be the best example because it basically. Oh, I have a shotgun too. Okay, that's great. That's why I picked the character. So as you notice, right now I have 3 different guns I can use throughout the run, right? As long as I get ammo for it, I can use my base pistol, which has infinite ammo, right? That's the reason why you want to use it. Then I have this stronger, basically pistol, right? That does more damage, probably has higher pierce, and then I have a shotgun that shoots multiple bullets. That's close range, right? And so the idea is that by going through the dungeon, right, and getting different guns, I can get more variety in how I play the game, right? And so that was my issue with Dungeon Slayer before, right? That whenever you do the runs, the characters you kind of always play the characters the same way, right? Does that make sense? Stop wasting ammo. It doesn't matter. It's showcase. All right, we need to get another key. And so that's kind of my issue with like Dungeon Slayer. That like there isn't too much like difference in. The only difference is like you picking another character and then like it completely changing your M1s, which is okay, but like throughout the run, it'll feel like I'm doing the same shit, right? And that's kind of my issue with Dungeon Slayer. Damn, we're getting a lot of chests, bro. We have a lot of chests. Wow. This. Oh, we have here. Nice. Okay, we have a light rifle. Neat. And we'll just get this chest over here. And they're all locked. And we got a heart locket. That gives us an extra heart. Let me do this. There we go. Now I should be able to see my top left, right? You can see my hearts. These are called blanks. Basically, if you press Q, there's like a giant explosion that gets rid of all bullets around you, the total amount of keys, and the money I have to buy the shits. We're gonna fight the boss, right? And so the bosses, there's a set amount of bosses you can encounter on each floor, but they also have different, what's it called? They have different things you can, like, what's it called? Do to, like, different floors you can fight them at. Go, get all these right here, thank you. And then we can go ahead and get it. Alright, we got a master round. I basically got this because I no-hit the boss. Actually, I no-hit the entire floor, but I no-hit the boss, right? So it gives me an extra reward. And then I also got this. What does this do? Now I can press I and I can look at the differences I got, right? Movement speed increase. But there's also, there's a synergy, right? And what happened is, because I have this gun right here and this passive item right here, these two combine and it makes the gun stronger, right? So let me see what it does to my gun. I'm just going to shoot it. Oh. Now it has way more ammo and the gun looks bigger. So it probably does more damage. You see what I'm saying, right? And so now I go into the next floor. Down. And now I'm on to floor 2, right? And you'll see that, like, the environment I encounter is different now. With more enemies. Alright. And so, what am I trying to showcase here, right? Basically, what I'm trying to showcase, right, is that Deepoken, the thing about build variety in Deepoken is that there's, like, so much that you can do and run into and encounter, right? With how the Void Tower would be if it was fully fleshed out, is that it would basically give the same idea or experience as in going in with like different guns in the game, right? That's kind of my my point. That's what I think is the best part about it. How the hell am I running so fast? It's because whenever you clear a room, you can set a mode that you run faster. The game is not free though. It's like $5, I think, right now. I don't know if it's on sale. It's on sale right now, is it? Yeah. So if you want to go buy the game, you know what I'm saying, right? Showcase interacting with the environment to unlock secrets and better items. Yeah, well, the problem is I've done most of the things you can interact with to get the items. I'd have to like spoil and show you guys an example, right? But there are like secrets throughout the floor that you can do on each floor to like unlock different things or go to different areas, right? That you didn't even know existed. Yeah, that's another thing as well. Do the water barrel. That's fine. That was in the floor before anyway. I can't do it on this floor, right? But I'm just showing you this is just the base example, right? And so. Yeah, that's the thing I think is great about Gungeon, right? That there's like all these like cool interactions, right? But the reason why I think Deepoken can be, do I have console? No, I don't think so. But the reason why I think Deepoken can do this better is because there's the potential for PvP and more player interaction, right? I think about what if this game had online multiplayer, and like I dream of that, because this game you can only play it with like kind of like local co-op, and it's not even the full thing, right? It kind of sucks. And so that's what I was that's what I was like kind of hoping for, like that Deep could do. Deep could really take these like base ideas that were kind of built for solo players, right, or single player games, and basically, right, use that to its advantage, right? Basically use it to its fullest extent. That's why I think Deep can be better, because it has that multiplayer experience, and things are always more fun with your friends and also with playing with other players. I'm probably gonna quit this stuff for now. But yeah, that was just a quick example of what I was talking about, right? So that should basically explain yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to go click on these other videos, man, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.